y'all. It's Manuel. So, unfortunately, I actually, I had gotten, I don't know how far in, but I accidentally stopped recording. I could go through a lot of effort to splice it together, or someone could tell me how I could do an OBS, and I just have egg on my face, but I'm really glad that I actually got a chance to look at it beforehand to be able to just kind of figure out what my plan was. And if I'm talking louder than usually, I apologize. The last time you heard from me, I had one fan. It's a tower fan. Thing is silent. It is amazing. But it's getting up in the 90s, and I don't have central heat and air. I don't have a place to safely put a window unit in my room, so I'm living off of fans. But I love them, and they love me. I have 3 fans, and they all love me. Anyway, my friend Sin, she is the best, and I love her very much. And she has worked really hard on this project. It's Miduki, Lena, singing a song called Gravity Reality, I guess. She got a VSQ from somewhere, no idea where, but she tuned it all on her own, and it sounds really good. She mixed it, and I'm like, one of those things where I was like, okay, it's pretty good, but can I see what I can do with it? And she was like, I need to do this for myself. And I'm like, yeah, yo, legit, you do need to do this for yourself. Like, you can't rely on other people to mix for you always. I just am so freaking out of practice, and I want to see if I can still do it. Like, am I still a mixer? Was I ever a mixer? So anyway, to start off, I did add the master limiter, and I have pulled everything to about -6 decibels, just so that everything will sound good. And I can bump things up later. Technically, you do want the off vocal to be, you know, like what, identical to the original, but you really don't want clipping. And it's a whole thing, you know, so always start low, and you can bump it up if you need to. So let's start by, and this will sound silly, but let's open up reverb. We don't want to use reverb on the off vocal because, like I said, you don't want, you know, to edit the off vocal and make it sound wonky. The producer made it like that for a reason. So let's look at it. I already have, so you as you can see, there is a really sharp drop off. Almost nothing happening after about 15,000. And something that's important to me is everything feeling cohesive. And when the voice has, let's open this back up, reverb. So let's compare the off vocal to the voice itself. And you're probably wondering why. And the answer is pretty simple. We want it to fit like a glove, and for the voice to have more sound in this area than the off vocal will make it sound pasted on top of and not cohesive. Another warning I probably should have said by now, I'm wearing earbuds. These earbuds are probably like closer to a decade old than 1 year old. I've been wearing them since 2015, I think. I do have expensive headphones, and I could listen to laptop speakers, but I ain't doing this as a commission. This is just an experiment to see if I'm still where I think I is with the mixer. So that is why. That's just something. just a really small thing. And here's kind of the fun of plugins. I'm just copying and pasting. Retains all the settings. It is amazing. So now we're just going to go through and do what I normally do. We add recomp. Then we just add modern vocal. And I think we can move that down a little. Okay, so what the compressor does, which is kind of irrelevant in vocal synth music, but all it does is it catches all of the peaks and pulls them down for a more words. Anyway, so I'll just quick show you an example of what compressor does. I'm going to turn threshold down here really low, and you can see this red bar thinks that it is affecting it, and it is lowering the volume by that much. And if I move it up here, you can see that the threshold where it will affect it is so far away from the vocals. So whether or not you use a compressor on vocals from a vocal synth is actually really up to you. If you tuned it perfectly, every envelope was placed with care, you really wouldn't need a compressor, you know, but no one messes with envelopes as much as I do, so I don't think you can have that, it's perfect kind of moment. So, and then we just add react, and it's magical. They have full vocals and they have clear vocals, and it's just a small difference, but they both work really well for real people and vocal synths. Okay, sorry for that. I just have this thing where I don't handle the high pitches, the whirring, nearly as well as Sin does. So I'm just like, edit. And I do actually have a basic understanding that I can't explain. I just kind of know of where everything is. So I will just like bunker down and just edit the things to try and get it a little more May friendly, I think is the word. Okay, yeah, I think that's good. I think I'll pull up the compressor just a bit. Alright. And we'll switch back this. Okay.
あれれまだまだ手応えなしだけどそれなら次の手を委ね
Alright, so we got all that, and we'll just copy and paste that there.
いつの間に
And now we'll, but this of course we'll need to,
あれれまだまだ手応えなし
I think, I'm processing, let's see, I think I'll just raise it up a little bit like this.
あれれまだまだ手応えなしだけどそれなら次の手を委ねしたならその隙を逃さないわ甘いなまで決めつを今すぐに鮮やかな絆の裏向き昨日が見つかもにパンツ新しい時代が始まるよ今私の心の身を見てみんな来るからあれれまだまだ手応えなしだけどそれなら次の手を委ねしたならその隙を逃さないわ甘いな魔法やに物理的なこの速信じてる全力で決めつを今すぐに鮮やかな絆の裏向き昨日が見つかもにパンツ新しい時代が始まるよ今私の心の身を見てみんな来るから触れないいつだって夢見てるずっと離さないで昨日が見つかもにパンツ新しい時代が始まるよ今私の心の身を見てみんな来るから触れないいつだって昨日が見つか
Right. I did try switching. Okay, let's listen.
昨日が見つかもにパンツ新しい時代が
Okay, so that's what it sounds like normal, and I like it like that because it sounds more like a, it sounds silly. It sounds more like a duet, but
昨日が見つかもにパンツ新しい時代が
it actually makes it sound like background vocals to me,
昨日が見つかもにパンツ
more so. Alright, so we've got it sounding like that, and I enjoy it.
いつの間にやら始まってた僕らの音楽上昇中数えきれないドキドキが膨らん
Okay, I'm gonna turn up the volume a bit.
いつの間にやら始まってた僕らの音楽上昇中数えきれないドキドキが膨らんでくあれれまだまだ手ごあれれまだいつの間にやら始まってた僕らの
Okay, and now I could get out the envelopes for this, but nah. Nah. I'm just splitting.
いつの間にやら始まってたいつの間にやら始まってた僕らの音楽上昇中数えきれないドキドキが膨らんでくあれれまだまだ手応えなしだけどそれなら次の手をあれれまだまだ手応えなしだけどそれなら次の手を
Oh, no, that one. That one. I should be doing this with envelopes, but again. Expect that. Another section.
ラビティ広がる伝わるパルス新しい時代が始まるよ今私の心のリアリティいつだって夢見てるずっと離さないで
I love you a little bit too, kid.
私の心のリアリティミラクルカラフルエナジーいつだって夢見てるずっと離さないでなぜかいつでも空回り思うようにはいかないけど抑えられないドキドキが止まらないよあれれまだまだ足りないかなだけどそれなら出力ワイド狙い定めてその瞳外さないわ大事なことなのにそう見たきなさい信じてるこの夢を叶えるいつか来るかあやさの心の裏向きそこまでの深く落ちて抜け出せなくなるよ助けてお願い私の心のリアリティマジックのユニカルファンタジー誰よりも何よりもずっと見つめていていつの間にやら始まってた僕らの欲求上昇中数えきれないドキドキが膨らんでく何やら始まってた僕らの欲求上昇中数えきれない何やら始まってた僕らの欲求上昇中数えきれないドキドキが膨らんでくあれれまだまだ手応えなしだけどそれなら次の手油断したならその隙を逃さないわいつの間にやら始まってた僕らの欲求上昇中数えきれないドキドキが膨らんでくあれれまだまだ手応えなしだけどそれなら次の手油断したならその隙を逃さないわ甘いな魔法より物理的なこの策信じてる全力で決めるよ今すぐにあやさの心の裏向き広がる伝わるパルス新しい時代が始まるよ今私の心のリアリティミラクルカラフルエナジーいつだって夢見てるずっと離さないでなぜかいつでも空回り思うようにはいかないけど抑えられないドキドキが止まらないよあれれまだまだ足りないかなだけどそれなら出力ワイド狙い定めてその瞳外さないわ大事なことなのにそう見たきなさい信じてる
Okay, most important thing. How long I've been recording? How long has this been going on? Alright. Okay, so the most important thing you need to listen for in this phase is, can you make out the voice, which I can with my headphones, and can you make out the drums? Number one rule, if you cover up the drums, if it's hard to hear the drums through the voice, bad. I won't say it's a failure, but I was taught it was. But I'm not going to use mean words. It is suboptimal. So... Alrighty, so 30 minutes on the nose. Bah! Anyway, I won't know how I feel about this until I send it to my phone. And once I send it to my phone, I will listen and I will decide if it is good or bad. And y'all have already done decided by the time you done listen to this. So I'll see you around. Bye.